now when Angela Allen lost both her daughter and husband to suicide just a few months apart. She was determined to do something to help others in her situation. And 3 years on, her charity, Bags for Strife, is continuing to support thousands of people. Angela joins us now alongside her friend Judith, who also lost her husband Jonathan to suicide 7 years ago. Thank you to both of you for joining us here on the sofa this morning. Let's maybe go through, Angela, starting with you, why you felt the need to start Bags for Strife. Just tell us your story.
Yeah, as you say, we lost our daughter Katrina. It came completely out of the blue to us. We thought that suicide happened to other people. Judith had lost her husband previously, but it was just something that wasn't really on our radar, and we were completely thrown as a family and our friends. You can't describe the devastation that suicide brings to a family. And then 7 months later, we lost I lost my husband, the girls lost their dad. And I remember Judith saying at the time when she lost Dougie that there wasn't anything out there, and I thought, well, there must be something out there. People die by suicide so often, but really there wasn't. And I've worked around the mental health arena for quite some time, and I really struggled to find anything. And we thought that if that was the case for us, then it must be the case for so many other families who have faced the same situation. And that's where the idea of Bags for Strife came from, that just a really simple proposal to give somebody something to hold on to in those desperate times in the immediate aftermath, to say, we're thinking about you, you will survive this, and there are people out there that care.
You've brought one of your bags with you.
Yes.
And I think it might be just really interesting to go through the kinds of stuff that you've put in there and explain the relevance of them. Because, Judith, there are things in there that those of us who haven't been through the terrible thing that you've all been through wouldn't necessarily expect to be in a bag.
Yeah, there's a whole range of different things. It's all around self-care, really, because, as Angela said, it's obviously utterly devastating when you lose somebody to suicide, and you just kind of shut down and don't look after yourself. Obviously, I had a young son, so your focus is on him, not yourself. And it's that little bit remembering to have a drink, remembering to eat something. So we have chocolate in the bag, because even if you're going to just eat a little tiny bit of chocolate, just eat something, have a drink. The significance of like the tea bag and things like that in there is almost like, you know, come round and see them, and friends come and visit. Don't stay away. Don't think they want to be by themselves. Come and have a brew and chat and just be together.
Yeah. You obviously had each other.
Yes.
You were friends. That must have helped. I guess lots of
Massively.
people don't have friends who can help in that really difficult situation.
Yeah. No, we were both really lucky. We've got a huge friendship group and really close family. So, yeah, it made a massive difference.
Many people just don't know what to say. You know, they want to be there, but you find that some people avoid you, some people just kind of give you that look. And actually, just by some of the advice in here is for friends as well, to say, don't be afraid. You won't be able to say the wrong thing. You won't hurt anyone more than they're already hurt. Yeah. They've been through the worst scenario possible. So just be open and just say, we're here for you, in whatever way possible, even if it's just for you to rant at. Somebody is there to listen. So.
And you've written a book.
Yeah, we have.
Is that for people who've been through it themselves, for friends as well? So that's a little bit of help. That's in your bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the book, we've got a fantastic steering group of people, all of whom have been affected by suicide, and all of us have created this. Marette, one of the steering group, is a counsellor herself, and she's done a lot of the kind of therapeutic, I suppose, approach to it. But equally, we've all put our stories in because we want it to be relatable. We want whoever you lose, whether it be a husband, a child, a friend, there's a story in there that you can look at and go, actually, yeah, I've been through that. I feel those emotions, and it's not wholly about positivity, because we recognise that people are at their lowest. We don't expect people to read it immediately, and we know that from the feedback that we've got, that people kind of have it as a talisman almost, that they will dip into it and dip out of it and just get comfort from it, knowing that we care and that, you know, that we are there for them if need be.
And this was small beginnings, wasn't it?
Watching bad TV is a good way to cope.
Oh my goodness, I tell you what, we watched a lot of bad TV in our time. My daughter was hooked on Grey's Anatomy for about 3 weeks, and it was just something to completely switch off to. And we've all done it, I think. But yeah, whatever gets you through. One of our big things is hugs help.
Yeah.
You know, it's a really simple thing. If you can't find the words, just that physical contact as well just helps.
And you're up to your 2000th bag. So from small beginnings, you're up to 2000. And just let's have a look inside it, because it is little things. It's like hand cream and things, isn't it? And what's the relevance of that? A water bottle.
So you're going to get dehydrated because of all the tears. So just a reminder to drink something. There's obviously a pack of tissues. I mean, you don't need an explanation for those. We've got sleep spray, because
Can't sleep.
Just find it impossible to sleep. We've got the lip salve that you mentioned, the hand cream, because you do spend a lot of time kind of, I think when you're anxious, just rubbing your hands together. We've got a candle, and we've been really kindly helped out by a local candle making company called Melt, who they supply all the candles for free, which is amazing. We've got a stress ball, because the acronym BAG stands for blame, anger, guilt and sadness. And people do get angry, so we wanted a reflection of that. Just squeeze that ball and get your anger out. And beyond that, then we've got the tea bag, as Jude mentioned, and the lip salve. So the really simple things. We've also got a journal that was written by Helani Fulsham, and it's a beautiful reflection of her journey through grief. But it also gives people the opportunity to write their own thoughts within that journal.
Judith, when you went through this loss, how much do you wish you'd had a bag like this?
Yeah, because you're sort of left with nothing. And a bit like Angela said, suicide was something that didn't happen to people that we knew. So nobody knew what to say, how to cope with it. And you just felt utterly alone, even though you were surrounded by people. So I think the little book of help, the huge thing that's good about it is the stories at the back. They're all like, everybody's at different stages. So anybody that reads it there'll be whatever stage they're in, there's a story that sort of resonates with them, so that they know it's okay to feel like this. And there's also that little bit of hope that, do you know what, things will get a bit better. Not saying that the pain goes away, but life does get a little bit better. It's just tiny steps, tiny little steps.
It's really good for you to come in and share this, and it's the little things that help, isn't it?
Really simple. I mean, it's, you know, there's nothing in there that is life-changing, but it's more about giving people the knowledge that other people care, and I think that's the most important thing.
And how amazing for you to know that there are 2,000 bags out there now.
Bags.
Yeah,
very sad.
It's sad that they have to be out there, but it
Absolutely.
must be rewarding for you to know that 2,000 families are getting help. Right?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much for coming in
thank
and updating us. I remember when you first told us about this, what is it, 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah.
And here we are now.
Yeah.
All the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.